So RFK Jr., the Secretary of Health, the man who's going to make America healthy again, he's about to announce that laughter is the best medicine. Yeah, laughter is the best medicine that your insurance will cover. And he would know because he's such a fucking joke. No, I'm sorry, I'm just bitter, right? I'm just bitter because as a doctor, I went to school for 12 years. I went into $250,000 worth of debt just to find out that laughter is the best medicine. No, I'm just kidding, it's Ozempic, right? Obviously it's Ozempic, you know? For those of you who aren't familiar, Ozempic is a medication we use for diabetes and people with heart disease, and it just has this one little side effect. It makes people lose weight. You know, I went to medical school, we didn't know about the weight loss part, no one used Ozempic, but now it's the female Viagra, right? Because men use Viagra to get their dicks up, and women use Ozempic to get the scale down. And I know men use Ozempic too, but who does society really want to lose weight? So back when they invented Viagra, you know, a bunch of old rich men were getting erections from a pill, and people didn't like it. They said, that's not fair, that's not natural. You need to do it the natural way, like RFK Jr., and go to Epstein's Island. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Right? But now we're like, we don't want a bunch of fat women to get skinny with a pill because that's cheating. That's not fair. And if they get thin, how are we going to know which women to hate? But this is America, and I don't want to get too political, but I believe in that American can-do spirit. As the son of an immigrant, I believe we will always find a way to come together and work together to figure out how to hate women. Here's what I mean, all right? I had a patient once, all right? She hurt her knee, she gained about 20 pounds, she was really depressed about it, she came to see me. She asked me if I would put her on Ozempic. I said, I would, but your insurance won't cover it. She said, no, that's okay, I'll just pay cash. I need to be thin, right? It's actually in my prenup to be thin. You know, that's when you know you found your forever partner, when it's like in sickness and in health, but no fat chicks. But I don't want to judge how she makes her money, right? I'm basically an Ozempic salesperson after all. So, you know, I'm getting the shot ready, and she asked me, she looks nervous, she says, well, how does it work? I said, oh, well, Ozempic, it takes your natural satiety response, and it just boosts it, right? And then you lose weight. Kind of like an immunization, we just take your natural immunity, and we just boost it and protect you from disease. And like an immunization, you know, it's a shot, and you're going to have to get it again and again and again, and then it'll work. And she said, you know what, doctor, I trust you. So I give her the shot. She says, thank you. You saved my life. And I said, well, you know, just glad to help. And then I realized that she's due for a vaccine. And so I said, you know, while you're here, you know, you want to get this tetanus vaccine. And she turns on me. She says, you doctors are always trying to put your poison into our bodies, right? Like, you're just a shill for Big Pharma. You should be ashamed of yourself. I want to talk to your manager. You know, everyone is deserving of our care. Okay, these days it's so easy to be polarized, to say who counts and who doesn't deserve, who doesn't. But medicine is about alleviating suffering. And so everyone is deserving of our care. Even cunts. Thanks, America. I knew you wouldn't let me down.